This is primetime Poulton, keep it entertaining. You already knowin', outworking everybody and he don't ever quit. Talking about plenty comics like Graveyard Shift, Sea Dogs, Fighting Wolf, USAssassin, doing just what he loves. This is his passion. Bring more value to your dollar. No, I'm not frontin'. That's how just a writer became a moral compass. This is primetime Poulton. This is primetime Poulton. Let's go. It's all about the boom. TMC, baby. It's all about the boom. Cowboy Phil, baby. It's Cowboy Phil. Hit him with the body slam, elbow drop. TMC, Cowboy Phil, laid pot guys. What you see in the ring are two monsters. Energy of a king and of a rock star. Yeah, drop kick, probably make your heart stop. You ain't ready, super scary, and they staying on top. Hit a ding ding, better watch yourself. It's TMC and Cowboy Phil. Lay pot guys, yeah, they the real deal. It's TMC and Cowboy Phil. 2 times a week, you can't compete. They body slam you down, now you taste the beat. The champions, they legendary, nobody like them. Coming for the belt, yeah, they coming for the title. Hey, it's all about the boom. TMC, baby. TMC, yeah. It's all about the boom. Cowboy Phil, baby. Let's go. Cowboy Phil, baby. Hey, 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 yeah, let's go.
Happy Sunday. All hail the Deathmatch King. All hail the moral compass. All hail King TMC. I have my belt, one of 2 belts. Of course, I'm your primetime champion, but I got my incredible comics Fragtober championship belt. I specifically wore this for the Twitter haters that keep tweeting me saying I stole this from John Malin. I didn't steal it. I took it because I'm deserving of this belt. But first off, Cowboy Phil, the COVID Cowboy is with me.
Riding high, feeling good, ready to rock and roll. I mean, how can people say you didn't earn it? You murdered a man for that belt.
With my own bare hands. But you know what? I'm thinking, you know what? This Fragtober title, I don't know. It's not really a title befitting the Deathmatch King. I think I'm going to rename this. Rename it something that goes with the show. Maybe goes with one of our sponsors. That's right. I declare myself today your Smooth My Balls Deathmatch King.
That's right.
All hail your Smooth My Balls Deathmatch King.
The Smooth My Balls belt.
I'm not only the most violent man in the CGWF, I'm the smoothest.
You know, it's jacked up top and smooth down below.
Absolutely. we got a couple people already in the chat. We got Rand Nada. What's up, Rand?
What up, Rand?
Friend of the show, Nicholas Gear is here. Howdy, folks. What's up? And we have some books to shill. It's the last day for USAssassin versus Graveyard Shift Ultimate Edition. First 30 days, we're closing it out. I also thought, I'm glad Nicholas is here because I know he's friend of the show. His book, Relentless Tin Soldier 2, closes in 2 days. So we're going to promote that as well.
Hell
and
yeah.
Of course we're going to go through all the other books. And there's so many big stories to talk about in wrestling. None bigger. I'm just going to tease it right now. But Masay and Mansoor.
Mansoor, baby.
Mansoor may be my new favorite wrestler.
Max Dupree.
Oh my gosh. We're going to talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
It's my new favorite thing, Phil. Remember when we were fans of the Dark Order before the Dark Order blew up?
We are going to be the Dupree modeling agency.
Yeah. Maximum Male Models. It's the next big thing. They have a website, Phil,
where you can apply.
I am going to apply. I already have the M name. I just can't wait to hear how Max Dupree pronounces my name.
Oh,
man, it's going to be fantastic.
So, who thought that little Mansoor will become Mansoir and rock the fanny pack like a championship belt. It's
They look
amazing.
like champions. I
Yes,
want
they
them to be
do.
the tag team champions. That's the team that's going to beat the Usos. But we'll talk more about that. First, Phil, it's closeout day. We got to talk about U.S. Assassin versus Graveyard Shift Ultimate Edition. The books jumped about $2,000 today. I'm super excited. We could possibly hit 10,000 tonight. That would be incredible.
Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's only less than $800.
Yeah, and man, my favorite book I've ever done. So I had to do a director's cut of it. Nice hardcover collection featuring a beautiful cover by legendary GI Joe artist Ron Wagner, inked by his student and U.S. Assassin co-creator Mike McMahon, colored by Graveyard Shift's own Anthony George. This cover is beautiful. I can't wait to hold that physical hardcover in my hands, Phil.
I mean, no one likes a hard one in their hands more than the Deathmatch King.
You got it. But yeah, this is a extended edition. It has the 10-page The Mercenary story. A lot of speculation on what's up with Flip Gordon. Has he signed with NXT? I hold the license to The Mercenary, so it's interesting.
Watch out, Tall Smith.
As far as I know, I still hold the license to to The Mercenary. So he's going to be included in this book. And besides the hardcover edition, we have a softbound edition with this incredible cover by Eric Ninotowski. Now, if you don't want the softcover edition, but you love this image, you can get this as a 20 by 30 inch poster as well. I know I'm getting an extra one for myself to hang down here in the man cave. Just incredible. Gives me X-Men vibes. I just love it. Got the whole U.S. Assassin team taking on the core four of Graveyard Shift, Lilith, Vlad, Sea Urchin, and Mick. Just incredible. But this is Mike McMahon's best work to date. This is the first time Anthony George colored him on the interior pages for U.S. Assassin, and man, this artwork just shines. It's absolutely beautiful. Here's some pages of The Mercenary.
It's always important to find the right colorist, and his colors for Mike's hatching just on the fingers on the glove page we just passed.
Yeah,
That's a subtle nuance that we're talking about in comics. Just that little bit of white highlight, not taking away but highlighting the art. That's what a good colorist is.
Yeah, fantastic work. I love the smoke off the gun on this page, as well as one of the many weapons from Bazooka Dog. Just looks incredible. Then you got the little embers floating around. Fantastic. Great double page spread. In case you haven't realized, this is a bloody action-packed book. Lots of action. But that's not it in this campaign. We're also offering a variant cover to Tyler Kirkham's Final Boss, featuring all the U.S. Assassin characters. I haven't really talked to Mike about this, but Tyler Kirkham is one of Mike's favorite artists and one of his big influences, especially on that first volume of U.S. Assassin. So to get to do a cover for Tyler's book, that's got to be a big deal for Mike.
I'm surprised, and I bet you this is a tier that sells out by the end of the night tonight on the closeout, especially on the closeout. This has got to be one of those once in a lifetime books that you're just like, you know what, this is totally worth it.
Limited to only 100 copies, so if you haven't backed it, definitely get it. It's not only signed by me, but it's signed by Tyler Kirkham as well. Oh, more people have joined us in the chat. We got Corey Barton. What's up, Corey?
What up, Corey?
Mr. Von Stugel.
Von Stugs.
Corey Barton must be new to U.S. Assassin. He doesn't know who Bazooka Dog is.
Only the most badass animal sidekick in all of comics today. Well, rather than now and forever.
Yeah. I see what you did there, Phil.
Thank you.
Bazooka Dog, I feel like, is the breakout character of U.S. Assassin. I could see Bazooka Dog having his own movie, his own cartoon.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's that Super Pets movie. Bazooka Dog would wreck house, and that's the type of animated series I want to see.
But besides the Final Boss variant cover, we have the Volume 4 Ashcan, featuring Rowdy Roddy Piper. He guest stars in the next volume as the the trainer, special guest and trainer for the new Steel Force recruits, and he ends up joining them on their mission to rescue Bazooka Dog, who was kidnapped at the end of Volume 3. Spoilers, and he ends up on an alien planet with Sea Dog and Viking Wolf for our Dogs of War storyline.
That's so. Do you know what you can I? You need to give dog tags for that book. Dog tags for the
Volume
Dogs of
4
War.
dog. Yep, that would be great. Corey Barton says, "Nah, you need a live-action R-rated movie of Bazooka Dog." Yeah, we've already had a producer show some interest in USAssassin, so we'll see.
That's amazing.
I would love to do a live-action movie. We also got the Wrestling Slam Buddies. You know, this will go along nicely with our Black Owl Slam Buddy that we released last campaign. And then a perfect opportunity to get caught up on all my books, get caught up on Graveyard Shift, get caught up on Sea Dog, Viking Wolf, USAssassin. All my back catalog, in stock back catalog is available. And we're past the 100 backers, Phil, so no more Mike McMahon CGWF trading cards. Number 2 in the series. I wonder who card number 3 in the series is going to be.
I think I have a guess.
So if it's up to me, it's going to be Cowboy Phil McNulty. But I know those Diaz brothers, those paper champions, they've been talking about putting out their own trading card.
I mean, you know, listen, that's grasping for straws when you got to put out your own. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be. You got no. But that's just like saying, "Oh, I started," right?
Yeah.
And then someone's like, "Well, I don't need to be included. I'll make my own." That's what it really is. Listen, you're the originator. It's your series, but you know.
Well, I sort of asked 6 a.m. if I could do this. It's not like I don't own the trading cards.
Right. Yeah.
I wish every creator would release their own card, because I wouldn't care what the book is. I would back it as long as I got that trading card.
Exactly.
I want the set.
You got to complete the set,
especially because I'm card number 1.
Numero uno.
And you know, I released that error version of Naked TMC. So yeah.
You mean these 2 fine cards that I am holding in my hands right now?
Rookie cards of the Hall of Famer.
Right.
Get them graded, man.
I was just about to say, get these bad boys graded.
Yeah, I got to get them graded and put them next to my Bret Hart rookie card. All right, so USAssassin, we're closing out later tonight, 3 a.m. We're so close to unlocking this print. We already unlocked the Chris Graves print, which is this right here, USAssassin versus Mick the Monster. Absolutely stellar work by Chris Graves, who I worked out with earlier today. And he might pop on with us later tonight if his daughter's birthday party wraps up soon enough. But then we got this awesome Ja Rule print of all the heroes of the Haunted Pizza universe. And I don't know, Ja Rule, just from his fan art, has quickly become one of my favorite artists.
Yeah,
he did an incredible USAssassin Reaper Destroyer piece as well. So definitely get in on this if you haven't. If you have, share the campaign. We are 8 hours away and $800 away from 10,000. It's going to be. I think we can do it, Phil.
Yeah, we can do it.
All right, there's one more campaign I want to share before we get into the wrestling talk. That's friend of the show, Nicholas Gear. His book, Relentless Tin Soldier, closing in 2 days. Just look at this character. This looks badass, Phil.
Oh, so good.
And this cover is, I believe, by friend of the show, Chris Graves.
Nice. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yep. So I missed the first Tin Soldier campaign, but luckily he had a catch-up tier, and I went all in, and I got, what did I get? I forget. I got all 3 covers. Where is it? That's probably the featured tier. There it is. All 3 covers. The featured tier. The Volume 2 Chris Graves cover, the Robert Powers cover, and the Connecting cover. So this is awesome. I just wanted to highlight it. Nicholas is in our chat basically every show. So when we say friend of show, we're not lying.
No, we mean it.
Yep.
See, look what happens when you become part of the primetime. If you become part of the primetime brand followers, you get we sell and try to push your merch on the show.
Yeah. And look at this 11x17 cardstock Shelby Robertson print. This was the cover to issue 1, I believe. And Shelby is one of the best artists around. So that's awesome. Also, you can get interior art from the book for only $100. That's a steal.
That is when we eventually launch PCO, you can bet $100 will not be the price mark for my original art.
So, Cowboy Phil, I have a feeling when we launch PCO, you're not going to be offering up those 11x17 $75 sketches that Greg Poulton and Mike McMahon.
Listen, I love you, Greg, and I love you, Mike. But no, it'll be more than that for 11x17.
Nicholas also has an original 11x17 Tin Soldier versus Aaron Lepresti's Garbage Man commission for sale. $250.
There we go, Nicholas. That's what we want.
And then Nicholas also has a Final Boss variant cover, and he's selling the original artwork for that by Eric Ninotowski.
And that is a steal. That is what we call a steal.
Now this piece, this sold out, but this is incredible. Nicholas gets all these like fan art pieces done of his character with all these other popular characters, and they always look incredible. And he got like I think it's Cyber Force 1 like homage with Relentless Tin Soldier, RT Bears Black and White, Pitts in there, one of the characters from Black Flag, and Billy Tucci's She. And that sold for $500. Incredible piece.
Yeah, I mean,
he's even got little figures, man.
Nicholas, I gotta tell you, Nicholas, I love your campaigns, man. They are just, I mean, they're so good. Who won't want to get the little figures as well? It's amazing. This is what reminds me of when comics were good in the 90s, when you would get just the little figures or little trading card or something that heightened the experience. It just wasn't a really good book with awesome artwork, and an awesome story. It was the little things that made you really become a fan.
So here's this 11x17 Shelby Robertson print. A nice Superman homage there. Looks great. This is another great piece. See, this is what I'm saying about Nicholas. Always gets the best looking artwork done of his characters. Here's the Final Boss variant cover. Here's a full shot of Tin Soldier versus Garbage Man.
So good.
And here's the piece I was talking about, the Cyber Force homage. Just incredible. You know what's crazy? He sold the pencils for $500. The inker, Peter Palmiotti, he sold the inks. Phil, you're gonna be angry about this. Okay. He sold the inks for $125. Yeah.
Oh man, I think this is where I feel like this is why this independent market of comic books is becoming so big. It's why it's becoming the go-to, because everything is so affordable but everything is so damn good.
Yeah, there's so much to choose from now. Even just like 4 years ago when we first launched Graveyard Shift, it was nothing like this. Every week, more than one big book launches. It's incredible.
Fantastic.
The quality's just awesome. I'm going to share the link to Relentless Tin Soldier in the chat. If you haven't backed it, please consider it. Get that featured tier like your Deathmatch King did. And there's talk, Phil, of a Relentless Tin Soldier USAssassin Blackout team up.
Woohoo!
Yeah, So if you're a fan of U.S. Assassin, I would say start reading Relentless Tin Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll do it for the shilling. Maybe we'll check back on the campaigns before we wrap it up.
Totally.
As we switch over to best friends at the top of the hour, Phil.
Jam-packed night. It's a special night, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be great.
And it's so special. We got our prospect,
Our young boy.
possible young boy.
Listen, I have faith in OC Steve ending the career of Leandro and officially becoming our young boy.
So I believe it's this Wednesday. OC Steve takes on Leandro. Winner goes to the Lapod Gods dojo and becomes our young boy, our trainee. We're going to make him a superstar. Leandro was picked for that spot. We did nothing but make that guy a star all throughout season 1 of CGWF. He didn't appear at all, but he got mentioned every episode. And the first time he gets to get in the square circle, what does he do? He stabs us in the back, Phil.
And he just didn't stab it. He twisted that knife while it was in there. That's why we had to put him in his place on commentary.
Yep, absolutely. And, this has been a year of betrayal for the moral compass. I'm not having it anymore.
No.
Thankfully, I have OC Steve in the chat, keeping people in line. Like, look at this. Look at his hello. Sup, fellow nerds and Marks. I thought he meant Mark. Like, I thought he was calling everyone a nerd but me. But no, he meant, like, wrestling nerds, too.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let that slide. It applies here. Oh, Eddie Winkler in the chat. Celebrity, the man with the best box in the business.
Best box in the business.
Mm-hmm. And he's backer 122. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate it, man. Anything else in the chat? No, I think we're all up to date. Okay, now it's time to talk about. Let's start off with Maximum Male Models. You sent me, I think you just sent me a picture of them.
Yes, I did.
And then I didn't watch SmackDown, but I had to find the segment, and it did not disappoint. Max Dupree, Eli Drake, I think is the best performer in all of wrestling. I think he could be an actual movie star. Like, his performance, he's not Eli Drake anymore. Max Dupree is someone completely different.
And he no longer is LA Knight. He's no longer LA Knight. The man gets everything over. And I love the fact that you can see him flexing on his Instagram just to be like, you need to get this to get in. It's incredible. The man always talk about kayfabe, keeping kayfabe alive. That's what Max Dupree does every single time. Love it.
Mr. Von Stugel wants to know when Phil's going to start shilling a comic. He already started. We unveiled his cover to PCO, Perfect Creation 1, which we're going to launch. It's basically the first Lapod Guys book. We're working with pro wrestler PCO, thanks to our young boy, possible young boy, OC Steve, who put me in contact with Pierre Carl Ouellette.
And we should be having some pages coming up, to a little sneak preview for you all coming up too.
No,
depending on how much Mark wants to show right away. But oh my goodness, it's one of the easiest books to draw out there. I'm getting ready to start inking some of these pages, so get ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. It's just one of the many great books I have in store for 2023. But let's get back to the Maximum Male Models. This segment was perfect, and from what most I see, people either love it or hate it. I definitely fall on the love side. I am invested in Massey and Mansois.
Now, this was totally a Max Dupree way to say their names. When they're like, all right, so you're going to get stuck with Mace and Mansoor. And he's like, how can I get this over? But Mansois was, I think, when he said Mansois, it was a chef's kiss to this guy. But here's the thing. They all look like him. This reminds me of when The Rock came out in those $1 million shirts. And you just said, this guy's a star. If you want to be a star, you got to look like a star. And Massey looks amazing with the dread, him pulling the glasses down, even Mansoir walking the runway, doing the catwalk. It was so good. This is what wrestling needs. You need characters that look the part, and these two guys look the part.
Yeah, I'm going to give WWE credit. Like some of their more recent characters, I have loved. Ezekiel. I didn't think Ezekiel was going to hit. Ezekiel is maybe my favorite part of Raw now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when Austin Theory first debuted with the selfie gimmick, we were less like, you mean that guy who was called up and then sent back down and then called
Yeah.
back up again? Austin Theory, and I'm sure we'll touch on it a little bit with a little bit over Money in the Bank, but man, great stuff.
Who do you who do who do you see the Maximum Male Models their first opponents as?
They got to get over. So, I mean, Alpha Academy's still on Raw, right? That's who my initial
You would say they're heels, right?
Yeah, and I think Alpha Academy is probably. I mean, they change them off and on, whether they be heel or face, but it's going to be some. I think we'll probably have them go over a few jobber teams, and then ultimately probably get over on somebody else. I would have said the Viking Raiders, but now that they turned heel, that takes them out of the.
Is Kofi hurt right now? Because I feel like the New Day would be a good.
Well, that's who the Viking Raiders on SmackDown came up against and kind of destroyed.
Yeah.
So I mean, and maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe the New Day probably will be their first ones. I think this is it for the New Day. I think this is probably the nail in the coffin for that faction.
They had a good run, Phil.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I mean, all good things must come to an end, and in wrestling, the reunions are even better than the original at times. So,
yeah, but man, that Maximum Male Model, so impressed with that. Max Dupree can pull off anything.
Yes, he can. He is a wrestler's wrestler. I love that.
All right, what would you like to talk next? I wanted to talk either Blood and Guts or Money in the Bank.
Let's do Blood and Guts first for our AEW faithful, and we'll make this an Oreo sandwich of WWE.
Yeah, Blood and Guts I thought was fantastic. Jericho Appreciation Society, they have been involved. They haven't wrestled many matches, but every one of them has almost been like a classic, like maybe the most talked about matches on whatever show they're on.
Remember, I went on a rant a couple weeks ago saying, why is Jericho Appreciation Society the only good gimmick on there? And it's because Jericho knows talent and he knows how to get them over. We knew the Blackpool Combat Club was going to pick up the win, but aren't you kind of like, oh man, Jericho's getting primed to take this belt off Moxley? He's got to.
I feel like that's going to be Moxley's first feud. So, yeah, Eddie Kingston, Santana and Ortiz, and the Blackpool Combat Club get the victory. Claudio makes who did he make tap out? Matt?
Daddy Magic.
Daddy Magic. Much to the chagrin of Eddie Kingston, Eddie wanted to get the victory over Chris Jericho, but Claudio got it. And I have a feeling we're going to see Eddie versus Claudio. Eddie was acting like he was okay with it.
Yeah,
but you could tell it was eating him up. And I don't know if you noticed this, but when they the referee climbed to the top of the cage and raised all their hands. Santana missing. Apparently Santana got hurt, but also speculation Santana's on his way out of AEW.
Really?
Yeah, apparently he and Ortiz do not get along anymore. And Santana has been taking solo bookings, and he's been tweeting like cryptic stuff like the number of days when his contract expires. I think Santana sees himself as a solo star.
And I think will see himself wrong. I mean, every tag team has a Jannetty. Santana doesn't bring the charisma Santana doesn't bring the mic skills. He brings really good in-ring work. But when your partner also does really good in-ring work, as such as Ortiz, and he brings the mic skills and the charisma,
Ortiz got the match against Jericho.
right,
Santana didn't.
right. You just, I mean, some people just, I mean, but this is time for him to put up or shut up. I mean, when Cody Rhodes said I'm leaving, we all said, "Oh, Cody Rhodes is going to get over huge." I don't see that with Santana, unfortunately.
I don't see Santana going to WWE and being a big star.
No.
Maybe Impact,
Right. That's the only place I could see him. I I don't, and
MLW.
he it's certainly not ROH,
Yeah,
but I don't know what more he could ask for. I mean, stay, and I mean, I wonder if it's because him and Eddie Kingston, Ortiz and Eddie Kingston have gotten close, and they're the ones getting the storylines.
OC Steve, he mentions NLW as well and GCW. I could see Santana being a star at GCW, but that's not really the
No,
major leagues.
no, and I think and if you're leaving AEW, Impact is your next step, honestly, unless you're a big star and you're in the main event, like
That
Alan
just
Angels.
happened too. Alan Angels announced he was leaving the company. He didn't renew, and he appeared at the Impact tapings this weekend after Against All Odds, competing against Mike Bailey in the X division. That
That's
is
a
a
good
good
spot
fit for
for
him.
him.
Yeah,
I mean, that's someone who knows their worth, and he know like, and he knows. Listen, he put on a really good match with Kenny Omega. It extended his contract more than it was. He worked with a great gimmick with the Dark Order. The Dark Order failed once Brody Lee passed away, and they couldn't, and they were just terribly booked past the Hangman
yeah.
Page portion. You know, it's unfortunate. I think the Dark Order, was given a bad hand towards the end there, and it's going to be really up to the Grayson and Uno to probably go to an Impact to rebuild their stock.
Alan Angels and Uno are working together as a tag team in New Japan,
Hmm.
but Uno is still part of AEW. I
Yeah.
found that kind of odd.
It's it's probably because he's still trying.
Yeah. So let's just talk about Dark Order for a minute.
Hmm.
They were when Brody Lee passed away. They were primed to be the biggest baby faces on the show,
Hmm.
and I feel like Tony Khan just almost buried them after that. Like they didn't even he didn't capitalize on it.
No, he used them to elevate Hangman when really, like,
Johnny Silver
Dark.
could have been TNT champion.
Right. Like, we forget Silver and Reynolds. Like, w- why did you put them aside? Johnny Silver was getting, right, Johnny Hungy. He was got himself over. And I feel like they said, well, Hangman is who we really want to push. Let's use all the goodwill and push Hangman. And look what happened. I think once Hangman failed,
Yeah,
they
even
didn't know what
Anna
to do.
Jay. Anna Jay was one of the hottest female talents they had in a division that was really hurting at the time.
Hmm. And who knew Ty Conti would be the one that will get over?
Yeah. OC Steve says Luchasaurus, the AEW Kane. Well, we can talk about Luchasaurus.
Yeah,
He also says you cannot be faces with a name like Dark Order. Time for a rebrand.
the light order,
The Order, just the Order.
just the order. Yeah, come out and judge suits.
So Christian, he now controls Luchasaurus. Heel Christian is the best. Have him. He should be Mox's first. I love Jericho,
Uh-huh.
but he should be Mox's first opponent, and he should be the next world champion. A heel Christian is the best.
Heel Christian proved me wrong, and when Luchasaurus came out there with the dark mask, I'm like, this is amazing. Oh my god. I do feel like they missed a spot to take the stupid mask off of him, and I think that will come in a little bit. I think Luchasaurus kind of needs the push. He needs somebody to say, this is what you need. You can't be a dinosaur anymore. It's done. It won't get over.
General Piggy joining us. What's up, General Piggy?
What up, Piggy?
So yeah, I'm loving heel Christian, even heel Luchasaurus. It's going to be interesting when Jungle Boy comes back. Anything else you want to touch on AEW, or you just want to get to Money in the Bank?
I honestly think AEW showed some good faith after Forbidden Door, which was a really good pay-per-view. I think Danhausen, they know what they got in Danhausen. I'm glad Hook's getting more promo work done, and let's see where it goes from now. This is where you got that reset button. Let's see how, they got over 1 million viewers, 1.4, I believe. So really high number for them after Forbidden Door. They knew Blood and Guts was going to push it, was going to sell it. Just go for it. Just let's see what next. I never like to judge a company on their post pay-per-view episode. It's the one that follows that. So let's see what AEW's got up their sleeve.
OC Steve wants to book a handicap match. Mox versus Luchasaurus versus Christian. I could see Christian walking away with the title.
Mm-hmm. I could see him just coming in and pinning him.
He also wants to see Archer and Luchasaurus unmasked to be a new tag team after G1.
Yeah, Luchasaurus this is a time for him to take off the mask and actually be a dominant heel. Vince McMahon is a terror. Vince McMahon is bad at this and at this point in his career, but he does know big guys. Unfortunately, he does know how to book a big guy.
Man, put Archer with Christian as well.
Oh yeah,
the whole team up with Jake Roberts has been pointless, I think.
Yeah, it was good to really get Archer over to begin with, but when you lose so many times, what good is a manager?
Yeah. All right, let's talk Money in the Bank. Now, I didn't watch the whole pay-per-view, but I watched what was important. I watched the women's match, I watched the tag team championship match, and I watched the men's match. Let's talk the women's Money in the Bank match, and what could have been Mrs. Ahrendt. Liv Morgan wins it. For those that don't know, friend of show, Sean Ahrendt.
Coming up, and we got to tell him at 9:00 when he pops on.
I already tweeted him and said the one that got away is now the WWE Women's Champion. So Liv Morgan's mom worked at a pizza place, I think, and tried to fix Sean up with her daughter, who was a wrestler. And Sean wasn't interested. Her daughter was Liv Morgan.
I mean, you only live once, Sean.
Man.
But he lived none.
Yeah. Maybe that's the bonehead move of a lifetime.
It is. I mean, I would love when he gets on here to figure out why it was a no. Was it simply because it was the pizza shop mom?
Yeah, he probably didn't believe her. And he doesn't know anything about wrestling. So he was probably thinking, I don't know. Maybe she looked like, I don't know.
Kong. Awesome Kong.
Yeah, Awesome Kong, or Mountain Fiji or something like that.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask him. But yeah, Liv Morgan, I love this. I know before you were like, no one likes Liv Morgan. And you asked me, and I said, I like Liv Morgan because she's cute. So yeah. I'm happy for her. It was funny because when she won, everyone said, oh God, Liv Morgan's not going to win. She's not going to cash in. She ended up cashing in that night and actually winning. Yeah. Is it fair to say Ronda Rousey is a failed experiment? It was, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over again and expecting a different result. And the WWE is making an insanely expensive, insane move. She's got no charisma. She hates the fans in real life, and then they expect us to cheer for her. Come on now. I don't get it. Yeah. No, so I'm happy. Liv Morgan not only missed Money in the Bank, but your new women's champion. Then we had a killer tag team match. The Usos against the Street Profits. Montez Ford, we said it all the time. This guy is going to be a huge solo star. Now he looks it You see how big he's gotten?
Oh yeah, this is what we talk about. Then this is why we get on people like Adam Cole. You can put the work in and see the results happen. Montez Ford, when you look like a star, people start acting like you're a star. Put in the work. This is your job. It's all about bodybuilding. It's all about the look. It's is it right all the time? No, but when you're wrestling guys, right? Think about there's always the big guy in there, whether it be we think about Vader. His look worked. We think about Samoa Joe. His look works. And when you see someone like an Adam Cole go up against those guys and Adam Cole's getting paid significantly more than those two, you expect him to put in the work and actually look like a star.
Yeah, I can speak from experience. Look, I'm not afraid to say it. The Moral Compass wasn't a main eventer. The
No,
Deathmatch King, though,
is
yeah, main event and pay-per-views.
own brand. It's like The Rock, SmackDown, because Rock layeth the smacketh down. That's why we get the primetime brand.
So Uso squeaked out a victory. They're still your unified tag team champions. I don't see the Street Profits taking the belts off them.
And well, and when they get that rematch, there's already been called up. Thank you, Sean Rossap from FightfulSelect.com. Solo Sikoa joining the Bloodline coming up.
Yeah, that's so Roman Reigns taking a lot of time off.
Mm-hmm.
So they're bringing up Solo Sikoa. We've seen Sami Uso being part of the Bloodline, which I actually enjoy.
And this is really gonna get Sammy over. I think this is the start of his face turn. Do I think he's gonna go over Solo? No, I don't. But I think this is the start for him to actually start getting a good face run.
I could see Sammy and KO beating the Usos for the tag titles.
Yes, I can. I could see it too.
OC Steve says Street Profits or Private Party. They are both the same. Street Profits are way better than Private Party.
Yeah, I love Private Party. I thought they were a standout but they have just been booked. And here's the thing.
They've been booked as jobbers.
Booked as jobbers. They were part of the Hardy family. They don't work well as a heel team. They're so much better as a face team. They took everything that was good about Private Party. Their theme music, they took away. They took off the barred entrance for them to come in, right? To make it look like they were entering a club. Like they took everything good for them and about them, and they threw it down the trash. And I think that's really shows Tony Khan's, inexperience as a booker.
Nicholas Gear says it's just a matter of time before the Moral Compass returns as a face, just like Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 18, best match in history. I mean, it's up to the fans to turn me face, I guess, because I haven't changed as far as I'm concerned. I'm the same person. It's the fans who've changed, and that was no more evident than last week on La Pod Gods when 4 of my closest friends stabbed me in the back. Just for a shot at 15 minutes of fame.
Right? They sacrifice long-term gain for short-term fame.
How'd that work out for him, Phil?
I mean, Don Chin's going to be dead soon, so I mean, it's not going to work out great.
Yeah. Phil, I'm curious. Were you offered a spot in that match?
Never, because they knew that if they did, I would turn them down and I'd tell it to you, and no one would have won that match because we would have run in and wrecked house.
Oh, that match would have never took place.
No, the bell wouldn't even rang. You saw what happened to 6 a.m. last time they tried to pit us against each other, hiring my twin, the outlaw Pat McNulty, to try to play me. I mean, 6 a.m. got a beating backstage, and I got a Hall of Fame ring.
And now Leandro is trying to rehash that storyline, saying he has an evil twin or a clone. Come on, Leandro. That's so season 1. We don't do the same storylines 2 years in a row.
No, I mean, what do you think this is? WWE?
OC Steve says the Moral Compass is on the right path to victory. You are welcome to join the belt collector. And the
The pot god.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
got it. Yeah.
got a little wrong. He
Yeah.
confused me for a second. Even if I lose to Leandro, I'm still the pod gods. You can't lose to Leandro.
No, I can't wait for that. This is gonna be one of the most anticipated match
Oh yeah.
is ever. I love a good contract match, and you're gonna have.
Well, it's just like we say. We like story-driven, wrestling.
I mean, it's why we get the bigger views. I mean, you want to watch the technical stuff, you can, but the storylines happen here.
I mean, that's why we're the draw over at the Rumble channel.
I mean, we put the E in entertainment.
We were the original
Jericho.
yes, the
That's
original
right.
Jericho Appreciation Society. Incredible. All right. So the men's Money in the Bank match, Adam Pearce comes out and announces Austin Theory is now part of the match after he loses the United States belt to Bobby Lashley. As soon as he announces that, you know he's winning it.
Oh, you don't have Austin Theory lose twice in one night, especially when you're building him up to SummerSlam and you're building him up to go against John Cena. This is the main event build for Austin Theory. Thank God, WWE, you've actually booked yourselves two Money in the Bank winners in not even in their 30s yet, and one became champion. This is what we're talking about. Build new stars.
So Austin Theory, new Money in the Bank. You know what WWE likes to do when they give someone the Money in the Bank briefcase. They like to make them lose. Is Austin Theory losing to Cena at SummerSlam?
No. This is the start of him going over Cena, and I think this is where we start to look at. This is what they failed to do with Jack Swagger back in the day. When he won the briefcase, he didn't go over Edge and he didn't go over Jericho. He just came and cashed in. And those guys who don't have a pedigree and they cash in, they're not believable champs. It's why the Money in the Bank briefcase works for some, but not most, because you have to have the pedigree. I honestly think they've booked Austin Theory to perfection since he's joined the main roster, turning the Vince McMahon golden egg gimmick into something, constantly doing a selfie, beating down Jeff Hardy, like being really good at what he does has got him there. Everyone
How
says,
about him in an
"Oh,
Elimination Chamber?
he was the breakout star in Elimination Chamber time and time again." Time and time, you need to have someone come out and prove their worth. And Austin Theory, he's a stud.
Speaking of studs, we got Sean Ahrendt in the house.
What up?
we were talking about your girl earlier, Liv Morgan, the new women's champion. What could have been? She could have been Liv Aaron.
She could have been. Yeah, that was wild. I remember telling you guys.
Yeah, could you tell the story to the chat for those that didn't hear it the first time?
All right, so up back home in Saddlebrook, New Jersey, shout out to 201, we went to Plank Pizza, a local little bar pizzeria by where I used to live. And it was right before I was moving down here to Delaware. My friends and I, we went out. And one of the waitresses that worked there is like, "Oh, you would love my daughter." I'm like, "Probably." And she's like, "This is her," and explains she's a wrestler or some shit. I'm like, "All right, whatever." Because to me, if it's not WWF or WCW, what the fuck do I know? Like I still don't know. Like you guys are talking now, it's gibberish. It's Aramaic. Like I don't know. But she told me who she was. She lived in the vicinity, I think Wallington. It's like a Polish area or that area. Mm-hmm. And just turned out to be this chick, and it's kind of been like an inside joke between the three of us, like one of the ones that got away. But apparently, like I think I need to pursue her again and be like, "Yo, something, ma?"
So is she? I don't really see her as being like Sean Ahrendt's type.
Yeah, I'm not really a blonde. Like a blonde guy.
That's really. I thought you were anyone with a pair of legs guy.
No, as long as she has hips, I could slide up in. Like that's my motif. But yeah, no, she's pretty. She's cute. I guess very talented.
Yeah, I mean she's our new world champion.
Now she's but you guys are like legit fans of hers. Like this is your chick, like your team her.
I am. But she's probably my favorite WWE. Well, after Nikita Lyons.
Nikita Lyons, you want to look up a wrestler, Sean.
Yeah.
Nikita Lyons, she sits on their face as a pin.
Oh, really? Nobody
Yes,
got paid for that type of stuff.
No, I mean, normally you send us the links.
Sup, Steve? Yeah, nah. I like Latinas. They're crazy.
Oh, Nikita Lyons.
Oh, really?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I can rock with her.
Oh, if Leandro was here, he'd be going crazy right now.
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, he likes white chicks, so I don't know.
No, trust me.
All right.
Nikita Lyons is a Sean Ahrendt type of girl.
She's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One last thing I want to bring up: Logan Paul signs with WWE. This guy, he was amazing at WrestleMania. He looked like a superstar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, totally.
And it looks like he's taking on the Miz at SummerSlam.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's our guy.
Yeah.
We met the Miz. We did a signing.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name? The redhead chick was supposed to be there. I commissioned a colorist to color a print.
Eva Marie.
Yeah, she didn't show up. And then the Miz walks by. He looks at that at her print. He's like, Then I had Deadpool because everybody has Deadpool. He's like, cool, Deadpool. Oh. I'm like, you want it? He's like, I'm good. I'm like, all right. Nice guy.
OC Steve says Nikita Big Booty Lions.
Nice.
Yeah.
But the Logan Paul thing, like that could be great for is it WWE or
WWE? Yep.
that could be great for the franchise itself because of his followers coming on and co-mingling all that. That's great for business.
No,
That's
he already
awesome.
wrestled for them at WrestleMania, and he looked like he was a better performer, and he looked like a bigger star than most of their roster.
Well, yeah, he's a persona, and he had a Pokemon card, right? Like on his necklace.
Yes, around his neck, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good for him. Yeah,
he's a star. He's one of those guys where he's gonna bring an actual following. This is one of the good moves for wrestling when you can actually bring a guy in there, but actually does the work. And you could tell he knows fighting isn't going to be a long-term career, and he knew that he basically took independent fighting and his YouTube personality and brought it into one, and that's what's going to make him a really good professional wrestler, to be honest.
Sure, because it's all about the show, right? Because you get invested in the characters. I remember watching WWF with my dad back in the day, like the Piper's Pit, and like behind the stage, like you think they're about to go down, and it's like, oh my God, Macho Man, like it's like Elizabeth, hold him back, but like that's what's cool about the wrestling thing, it's the showmanship, and then you see people beat the shit out of each other. So and Max Moon.
Max Moon, what a random character to remember.
He had a rocket pack, like he had a jetpack. They go, it was awesome.
Max Moon never got an action figure.
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah, that guy should have an action figure because he looks like an action figure.
Yeah, and I think that's where Streets Type 1 Indiegogo mailing list, sign up for that, please.
Oh, I got the page already.
Kind of came from. Oh, you're too good for me. But yeah, like I thought that's what I loved about wrestling back in the day. Like
the characters,
the characters, like Jimmy Snookerfly, Snookerfly or Superfly,
Superfly Snooker,
Superfly Snooker. Like I remember seeing the Warrior, Ultimate Warrior versus Nails in Long Island with my cousins and my dad and my uncle. I got the Bret Hart glasses. Like that was a fun show. Yeah, I missed that
Steve says Max Moon does have a figure now.
Oh, cool.
And this
Where's
is why
the Max Moon figure?
You send it in the chat, Steve, and this is why you're our future potential young boy.
Doing the work, doing the footwork.
This is exactly what
I don't see Leandro doing any footwork.
Now I need to make a public announcement. That match that happened last week, that wasn't me. That was my clone from Hep C. From Hep C. I had no idea about it. I was not online.
Yeah, it's okay.
I would never wear yellow besides these.
You took the payday.
I didn't get paid shit. Not even an extra follower on Twitter.
So OC Steve wants to see Logan Paul versus Bad Bunny at WrestleMania. I can see it happen.
Logan Paul will kick Bad Bunny's
Oh yeah,
ass.
But
I'd
Bad
actually
Bunny,
pay to see that.
he did a great performance every time he's been in the ring.
Yeah, true.
Who?
You don't know
Bad
who Bad?
Bunny.
Is that the transgender Hispanic rapper singer?
No.
I mean,
No.
he's not transgender, but he is a Hispanic rapper singer.
Okay, then I'm confused with somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
so old. I'm
that's
such an old
Saucy
man.
Santana.
Saucy Santana?
Yeah, Batuyo go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No idea. No, I only know like Jesse and Joy.
All right,
That's
so
about
so we're wrapping up La Pod Guts. Phil, you gonna stick around for some best friend
I'm
show?
gonna stick around for a little bit of Best Friend Show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got some
Alright.
stuff we got to talk about with Phil and Type 1 that we're going to be leaking some secrets now. But
Sweet.
that's not.
All right, so we're just gonna, you know what? We're gonna just start the intro and then we'll
Transition into it.
yeah.
We're transitioning.
Yeah, let's go do it.
Right?
Yeah, this is primetime Poulton. Keep it entertaining. You already know. Outworking everybody and he don't ever quit. Talking about plenty comics like Graveyard Shift, Sea Dogs, Fighting Wolf, US Assassin. Doing just what he loves. This is his passion. Bring more value to your dollar. No, I'm not fronting. That's how just a writer became a moral compass. This is primetime Poulton. This is primetime Poulton. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Sunday. We're back.
Wow. It's been a while, guys. I really miss you so much. Like this, it feels like New Edition's Coming Home Again album.
Sean, this is the first best friend show with Phil McNulty, and I can't
Over a
remember the
year?
last time. Yeah, probably
Oh.
a year.
Yeah,
it's
it's been a while. Glad to be here.
Congratulations. You are engaged?
I am engaged. Yes, I am.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Really do. January 10th was our anniversary,
Mhm.
and I tried to relive our first date and popped
Nice.
the question there. She already knew it was happening, but that's because I'm terrible at keeping secrets.
Oh, me
And
too.
The romantic cowboy, Phil McNulty.
yeah,
There you go. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you, buddy. I
Your first
appreciate
child, regardless of gender, Sean.
well, that's around the corner, so we'll tell.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, when that time comes, I will make that announcement.
Okay. Wait a minute.
He has nothing to share yet.
Nothing to share yet. Nothing to share
Oh.
yet. Nope, not yet. But when
man.
that happens, it'll be set in the extreme friendship group.
All right.
But man, it's great to have the band back together.
Mhm.
And we're here because USAssassin versus Graveyard Shift Ultimate Edition. Three Amigos.
Yeah.
First 30 days is wrapping up tonight. So no better
Nice.
time to share the campaign. Let's see if we made any movement since we started about an hour ago. All right, so we were at $9,207. Let's see where we're at now. $9,292. All right. And I
That's
believe that was
right.
Eddie Winkler with the backing. So yeah, 7 hours left, and we have about $700 to go to hit that $10,000 stretch goal, the Ja Rule print.
That is awesome. He is such a talent. Such
Yeah.
an amazing talent.
And USAssassin versus Graveyard Shift, my favorite book. I love the book so much. I'm getting the logo tattooed on my arm this coming Saturday.
Nice.
Woohoo!
And has this incredible cover, hardbound edition with a cover by legendary G.I. Joe artist Ron Wagner, inked by a student, Mike McMahon.
Mhm.
I love this cover. I have the original pencils hanging up on my wall down here in the man cave.
My room?
Mike owns the inks. Yeah, this is your room. I'm broadcasting. Every broadcast is from your room, Sean.
You're welcome.
There's also a soft cover edition featuring a cover by Eric Nienoltowski, featuring the core four of Graveyard Shift, Lilith, Vlad, Mick, and Sea Urchin against the entire USAssassin team. We got USAssassin, Zero Face, Lieutenant Wraith, Takeout, Slither, Sensei Steel, the Mercenary, Kirby and Bazooka Dog. This cover is awesome, and it is also available as a 20 by 30 inch poster. And I can't wait to hang this up down in your room, Sean.
Me too. Yeah, Eric is a top notch talent, highly underrated. I don't see his work out there enough. This is the type of guy I want to see like on a monthly, well, in crowdfunding, like once a year. But I want to see him doing more work because he's just fucking inspiring.
Yeah.
I just wrote 2 stories for Eric for his Shadow Sentry series, a 2-part hopscotch story, and Clayton Barton is drawing it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's another dangerous mother.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. Looks incredible. Here's some of Mike's interiors. I say it all the time. Mike's just a guy who every volume just gets better and better.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, his storytelling, his artmanship, he's just fucking kicking ass.
And then paired with Anthony George's colors, just incredible.
Yeah, another Liefeld kid.
Yep, we're all the Liefeld kids.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
With the I don't know if you saw my Sean, you saw the PCO cover. A lot of the extreme. My favorite comment was "extreme" by Fraga. Such a huge compliment.
Yeah,
it's a compliment as a kid who grew up with Extreme Studios to have one of the OG Extreme like shit give a Extreme to me was almost like being welcomed into the club. So
I love that piece. I've let it be known to friends in certain group chats. I'm like, how awesome this is. I'm like, Phil can draw anyway, anything, and you guys are going to be in such a store for what he delivers artistically. I'm excited.
I can't wait
to get a Phil McNulty comic.
Oh, isn't it? I cannot. Here we go, Von Stugel, the shilling. I have the hashtag PCO 2023. Oh, it's going to be a ride. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait.
And you guys got a spot on Art and stuff, so we could promote the shit out of it.
Oh, hell yeah.
We could, maybe even launch it on your show.
We can do that.
Cool.
We can make that happen.
Yeah, let's go. Let's launch. Yeah, let's do it.
More interiors by Mike McMahon and Anthony George. Great double page spread. This book's over the top, violent, bloody action. Just a fun comic book. We're also offering a variant cover to Tyler Kirkham's Final Boss that Mike got to draw. The U.S. Assassin team facing off against the Final Boss characters. Limited to 100 copies, all signed by Tyler Kirkham, and I'll sign them as well.
That's a great steal because normally you got to pay for Tyler's autograph. Like at shows. So like getting this is an added bonus. Like, don't miss out on this.
And it's only 100 copies in existence.
Yeah, that's really limited. Do the math.
We have the U.S. Assassin Volume 4 Ashcan, a 12-page preview, black and white, of the next volume, Dogs of War, guest starring Roddy Piper. He's the special guest instructor, whipping the new recruits in the shape.
Nice.
And then we got the add-ons like the Slam Buddy and all my available in-stock books. Great time to get caught up on Graveyard Shift, Sea Dog and Codename Kill Switch, U.S. Assassin, Viking Wolf. I also have... I'm going to make myself big for a second. I have the Rivals retailer exclusive cover featuring Viking Wolf on it. Only $10. Only 250 of these books exist, and it's actually the most popular add-on right now. So,
oh wow,
you can't beat it. $10. This book is gorgeous. Look at this painted artwork.
Oh wow.
This Rivals is in production right now as a TV series starring Gary Daniels, former 90s action film star, starred in Fist of the North Star live action movie.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay.
So definitely when you're checking out, make sure you add on your Rivals retailer exclusive cover featuring Viking Wolf.
Nice. Yeah, that's a great cover. Renzo did that, right?
Yep, Renzo and Dexter Weeks colored it.
That's a great team.
So we're gonna share some other campaigns. Friend the show.
First, I got some mail stuff.
Okay.
I got my Graveyard Shift 4. I relax, nerds. I read this a couple of weeks ago. This is awesome. I still got to read Phil's book in the supplemental. Don't want to take it out and get my fingers on it, but This is a great book. Graveyard Shift is a personal love for me because of Mark and John. What a great title. What a great series. Get this now. If you haven't, you're kind of out of luck until they do volume 5. But yeah, kick-ass story. Great art by Jose. So yeah, great stuff. I love
Some
it.
would say, Sean, that you're the original Graveyard Shift fan.
Yeah, that's me.
And then there's someone who would doubt it. He got the link, but he's not here yet. Mike
He's a
McMahon.
backstabber.
He might show up later. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've been with me and John the entire ride. You were there when we launched the preview book, Wizard World 2011. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, great times. I remember you telling me about the project spring or summer of 2010. Just gearing up, and you shared some pages, and yeah, just really excited and happy for all the success both you and John have and rightfully deserve, because this book is the shit. And Ensign Ahrendt will hopefully make an appearance back one day. Did he die? I don't know, but we need to get Ensign Ahrendt back.
Yeah, Ensign Ahrendt made there was an Easter egg for him in USAssassin versus Graveyard Shift. All right, a friend of show, Nicholas Gear. He has a book closing in 2 days, so I figured we should hype it. Relentless Tin Soldier 2. This is a great looking book, and he's got a cover by friend of show, Chris Graves, my workout partner. We worked out this morning. We did deadlifts today, Sean.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds heavy.
Oh man, my back, my legs are killing me right now. But this cover is awesome. And I backed the featured tier, which gets you the Chris Graves cover, the Robert Powers cover, and the connecting cover. $30 for 3 books. It's a steal.
Really?
Nicholas, awesome guy. He's always in our chat for the Pod Gods.
And stuff. Joe's channel. Yeah, great guy. We had him on about a month ago. Yeah, he's good people.
Yeah, his book looks great. And this is great. If you missed out on the first volume, you know, you can get caught up with this, and the artwork looks great. There's original artwork available, only $100 for an interior page, and this is the quality you'll get. This looks great.
That's a steal.
Yeah,
we haven't even gotten. Did you show them the price pages? The original art for sale?
Yeah, I just mentioned it. $100.
Right. It had to be mentioned. No, because it had to be mentioned again.
Okay.
It had to be mentioned again.
Because you wouldn't believe it the first time I mentioned it.
Listen, it had to be mentioned the second time.
Yeah.
Because Sean,
look
at that high quality of work.
Yeah.
For $100.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
This is clean. This is nice.
Clean. This is Mr. Clean Apple Crisp.
Yeah,
and Nicholas
look at perspective. Look at just all the stairs and everything, and going in there. There's more than just one perspective in there. Rocking that. That's fucking awesome. Awesome.
And Nicholas is saying pencils and inks are 100% complete for issue 2.
Wow.
So this is going to be a quick turnaround for Nicholas.
Good.
And if you're a fan of USAssassin, there's already talk that Relentless Tin Soldier may be teaming up with USAssassin and Black Owl very soon.
Ooh, that would be a team up.
Yeah. So Nicholas, he has a great looking book. You can get this awesome 11x17 print by Shelby Robertson. Any campaign that has Shelby Robertson artwork in it, you know it's a good campaign.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Shelby's like the sauce, the secret sauce you get at when Shelby's involved in it, that the book is gonna hit those figure marks. You just know it.
It's like the zesty sauce from Burger King for the onion rings. It just adds a je ne sais quoi.
Oh, love the zesty sauce.
I love the zesty sauce. It's not good. It's not good too on the rear, but it tastes amazing.
I mean, it's like the Szechuan sauce at McDonald's. Oh
my goodness, yeah,
it's special.
So I'm sharing the link for Relentless Tin Soldier as well as USAssassin versus Graveyard Shift. If you haven't backed, please consider doing. Relentless Tin Soldier closes in 2 days, and we're wrapping up our first 30 days tonight for U.S. Assassin versus Graveyard Shift. I am extending the campaign, but I'm not extending for 30 days. I'm just going to extend it for 2 weeks. I already talked to Mike about this. 30 days, you extend it 30 days, you're going to just hit a dead spot where there's no traction on your campaign. So let's just do 2 weeks and see how it does.
Yeah. I mean, you're a proven brand. Like, if you miss the initial 30 days, you're lucky to get the extra 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Karl Malone.
Thank you, Sean. I am the mailman. I always deliver. I'm the fulfillment king. You know, just go to Twitter. Tons of pictures of Graveyard Shift, people getting their Graveyard Shift books. You have your Graveyard Shift book.
I got it right here, and I got Joe's copy downstairs that I got to mail out to him. So
yeah, I sent out digital versions of Blackout Book 1. I sent out the script books for Blackout, and I should get the main book sometime this month. They haven't been
double shipping.
Yeah,
out of your own pocket. That's
no. Some people only back the script book for some reason.
Weird. Yeah. No, but it's a great tool if you want to learn how to properly construct a story in a comic. Highly suggest you get that. Highly.
And I'll tell you a little insider info. When I first got a script from Mark for PCO, I read it, and I've worked on some things, Sean. And I had to deal with
Raggedy Andy when it comes to you, Phil. Let me tell you.
I had to deal with some scripts that came my way that I said, holy balls, what? Right. If you want to know how to write a comic, Mark's gives you the information. It's not fluff. He gives you the information, and it's vivid information. Like, all right, just the one scene he sent me on page 4, I read it and I instantly knew how it was going to be laid out. Right. That's so if you want to know how to write a book or see how the master does it,
so
you get the script book.
There's people on Twitter who say I shouldn't hold this title because this is a title meant for artists.
Fuck them.
I'd like to say writing is an art, I'm the Picasso.
But you're also an illustrator yourself, so you're an artist writing for artists. So,
and again, who has between everyone on a stream? Who's the only artist, who's the only podcaster that has a shirt up on a professional wrestling website?
Yeah.
From the company.
This guy. Yeah, and the shirt's right behind me. And I'm going to have another shirt with the company very soon.
Can't wait. That's going to be so cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to show it off once it's available. But yeah, I already forget what we're talking about.
You're the shit. If you want to learn how to properly write a comic book, get Mark's script book. It's money well deserved. Like it's the equivalent to, like, for us, for like How to Draw the Marvel Comics Way from back in the day. Like, it's like our Bible. This will be your new Bible if you want to learn how to do it.
Yeah, and you can get this the script book. We're still in demand for Blackout. Once the book goes into print, 3D Zach, I've mentioned him before. He's printing Blackout. Once he sends me the invoice and says the book's printing, I'm closing down the store because I want to get this fulfilled as quick as possible and just move on to U.S. Assassin versus Graveyard Shift fulfillment and launch Loose Threads. And that's going to be my year this year.
And Type 1?
Type 1, absolutely, yeah.
But we'll get to that later.
We'll get to Type 1. Yeah. That's going to be your launch, Sean.
Well, you're my team.
I am part of the team, just like I'm part of the Reaper Destroyer team.
Yes, sir.
But incredible cover by Shelby Robertson. Great interiors by Greg Poulton. This is one of my favorite pages. No superhero action going on, but you got baseball, you got, space, hot women.
Baseball stuff.
Yeah.
It's so fun to see the wide this is what I love about. I'm just not saying it because he's a best friend. And I'm just not saying it because we're working on a book together. And I'm just not saying it because I fanboyed out when I knew that the writer of Savage Hawkman was listening to my 90s comic book podcast. But like the Haunted Pizza verse, all the artists remind me of Image artists. There's different strokes for different folks, and the art matches the book. it's a very rare thing when you see, like, just seeing Blackout. Greg Paulson is absolute. That page is so much
Killing it.
fun.
Mhm.
It's just so good.
So who would
Look
you
at
say? Who would you say Greg Paulson most reminds you of? I would say
McGinnis.
maybe a little. Who did you say, Sean?
McGinnis.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. A little,
Well, he
a
said it
little,
himself.
Mhm.
It's
a
one of
little
his biggest
Todd Knock,
inspirations.
a little Todd Knock, a little
Yeah.
Ed McGuinness.
Yeah.
It's when I see Blackout, I'm just like, yeah, he could have been a young blood fill-in artist that
Yeah.
made you say, oh, it's a different art style, but it's such a fun art style.
Well, at one point, Greg was tapped to be the artist on a New Men relaunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Unfortunately, just didn't never came to fruition.
Mhm.
But this is the script book, foil cover, artwork by S. Clark Hallbaker, artist of the 90s Marvel series Nomad, which I collected every issue of that. I love
Oh,
Nomad.
me too. I still, yep.
Yep.
Some great covers, some great promotional posters. Yeah,
Mhm.
Nomad was just one of those characters like that was like for us, like Darkhawk, Sleepwalker, like
Mhm.
that era. You know,
Nomad, and I think another character. Remember Blaze when it was just Johnny Blaze and Danny
Didn't
Ketch?
change. Yeah,
And when Danny Ketch was Ghost Rider, and he was just Blaze with the
Mhm.
guns and the ponytail
Yeah.
and the sun. I think my favorite version of Johnny Blaze is not Ghost Rider; it's just Blaze. It's so good.
I agree.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Danny Ketch is my Ghost Rider.
Yes,
Mine
he is. He's the
too.
best one. He's the best one. Yeah.
Yeah. I think because we were introduced at the same time as his coming around, we felt like that again, like that's our character.
Yeah.
Johnny Blaze is awesome was awesome as Ghost Rider, but that again, because of the sentimental connect, and it was just damn good writing. And then Tex came on to draw the shit out of it.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Adam Kubert's best work was Spirits of Vengeance.
Yeah.
What that cover of Venom in the sewers and
Spirits of Venom. Yeah.
Yes, right.
I have it signed by him. I got it signed at Wizard World Philly. I told him it was like my favorite cover of all time.
Yeah, it's such a good one.
My buddy got it for me for well, I already had it, but at the time, but for like my 6th grade 1992 like Secret Santa holiday class, my buddy got it for me. I'm like, I already had this, but I'm like, it was so awesome, I didn't care. Like I could actually ruin this and like look at it. And it's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
thanks, Ricky. Happy birthday, Rick. It's his birthday actually. So yeah, that was a great book. I love it.
Highway Robbery says, you got me twice. Totally missed the add-ons first time. Backer 114 and 123. Thank you, Highway Robbery. I
Nice.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Splat Guts just got home and is
What up,
joining us.
Splat?
Yeah,
What up,
Splat Guts,
Splat?
you missed all the wrestling talk.
It's okay. We're gonna be talking about me, brother. You know what you love. Good to see you. I love Splat Guts.
The Greg Paulson commissions are still available. If you want to get a cover quality commission that he calls a sketch for $75, 11 by 17, just keep giving Greg more work to do. Punish him for making this crazy offer.
We want to talk about Highway Robbery. This style of commission for $75 is Highway Robbery. Like for the buyer, not for the seller. That's how good.
Phil
this is.
McNulty said he would never do
You're not-
something.
When PCO launches, you will not get a $75 commission tier.
Of this quality,
this.
maybe a head sketch,
Maybe
with
a
some
head
great
Head
at
sketch,
best.
ink, maybe some thrown in some Copics
At
colors on
best.
that for a 75 sketch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at best, but
Yeah.
I respectfully say Greg is crazy. And I mean
Highway
it the
Robbery
most
says, I know, which is why I took one.
Damn straight.
Nice,
Highway
there you
Robbery.
go. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very good.
Yeah, we're still in demand. Once 3D Zach tells me the book is printing, I'm going to close down the store. So he told me it's going to be sometime this month. So
Very good. Very good.
not
There
much
you go.
time. Now we're going to talk a couple mailing lists I want to spotlight. First one up, launching September 9th. That's my book, Loose Threads. What happens to your favorite comic book characters when their series get canceled? I was inspired to write this after getting fired. Phil, we talked about this. I got fired from the same book twice in the same week. I got Sean finds this hysterical, and to the point if he ever sees Dan DiDio at a show, he like pretends he's going to go up and talk to him about it. One time, drunk Sean called me and said, "Hey, I ran into your buddy Dan DiDio, and guess what? You got your job back."
And then I texted him right back. Just joking, you're fired again.
Yeah, so I was scripting Savage Hawkman. Rob Liefeld was writing it. Had the great Joe Bennett on art. Art T. Bear inking. What a dream team this was for me.
That's amazing.
And I visited the DC offices, and Mike Martz, who was like the head editor there, was telling me how they loved our Hawkman and that it was the best issue to date. And I was like, wow, this is working out great. And then I don't know, a few months later, I no longer have a job. I found out I get fired, that I got fired on the internet.
I didn't know how I was going to get my Pike fix.
Yeah, I know.
True. I was devastated.
So there's stories about Pike from. So Rob quit the book, and
Rob told him to fuck off. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and so they fired me because I was Rob's guy. But then they like, well, we paid Rob for these stories anyway. We might as well just keep this guy. We like the stories. So they brought me back and they doubled my pay. And I was like, this is too good to be true. I'm going to finish a script as fast as I can. And I turned in a script in a day. And they paid me double my pay. And then they fired me again.
They're like, wait a second.
And the editor said, hey, sorry, Mark, you didn't do anything wrong. We're just firing you. Get back at Rob. And I said, Rob's not going to care that I'm fired.
He's counting his millions in his pool.
So I got fired from the same book twice in the same week in a matter of days.
Who does that?
Yeah. But
who gets that on there?
So, Phil, you were getting your Pike fix, Wildstorm character, basically a Deadpool knockoff. I even asked Rob, how should I write Pike? He says it's Deadpool.
Well,
it's Jim Lee's knockoff of Deadpool.
Yes.
Yeah. So I had a feeling things were going to go south because you never know. Mm-hmm. So I just started putting in little seeds of the Wildstorm universe that, like, if things went south, I could say, hey, this is what's going to happen, because I just started putting in things that no one else knew about, just me. And that Pike was actually the only person in the New 52 who remembered everything that happened before the New 52. And I mentioned that he was in the Bleed, which is that area that divides the Wildstorm universe and the DC universe. And someone picked up on that, and they did a whole blog entry on it. And they were like, oh, the Wildstorm universe still exists. And I thought that was amazing. And then I hinted at that the villain of our story was working with these old gods. And Frank Thierry, who took it over for me after I got fired, he picked up that and he introduced the old gods. And I was like, that's incredible. Awesome. But yeah, I can laugh about it now. I was pretty sad when all that happened. And I was
That's been a decade.
I've gotten over it. What's going to happen to all these characters? Because not only did I got fired from Hawkman, but Evangeline was canceled. And at the time, that was like one of Image's top books. Like it wasn't the Image. Well, I don't even follow Image anymore, but it wasn't like the Image that you knew.
Image hasn't been Image for decades, unfortunately.
Yeah, but so at the time, Evangeline was like a top 10 book, so I thought we were safe. And then one day, Rob was like, apparently it was canceled for a while, and Rob was like, in case you didn't get the message, the book's canceled. So I was like, oh, we're in the middle of the storyline. What's going to happen to these characters? What's going to happen to the Hawkman characters? I was like, oh, that would make a great story. These characters, they want their destinies fulfilled. So they break out into the real world and track down their creator at San Diego Comic-Con and try to get him to finish their stories so they can fulfill their destiny. So very personal story. Cesar Madaro drew the hell out of the book. It looks fantastic. It's beautiful. And then he surprised me with a jam cover by him and George Perez, which I mean, I don't know how much work George Perez has in the vaults, but this could be one of his last covers, if not his last cover.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah. And then I'm offering the first Haunted Pizza art book, Emerge the Art of Heather Martin. Heather did this awesome Al piece for the back cover of Black Al, and I just fell in love with her artwork. I've commissioned her to do a bunch of other pieces, and she has a great story. 6-time skin cancer survivor.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And she took up art as as therapy to deal with the dark times she was through. And
wow.
We're collecting all this artwork and putting in a nice hardcover. And I'm just happy for people to get to see her great work. And I'm happy for her to publish her work for her. This is a big deal for her. So I'm excited for her. And I'm excited that I'm able to offer it through this campaign. And she's working on a Bazooka Dog piece for me right now. So I can't wait to see how that turns out.
Oh, nice. I love this piece. I love the symmetry, all the detail. It looks perfect. You know, like I can't do that without copy, paste, and merge. But, you know, feeling those vibes.
No, some of her artwork, it's insane, the amount of detail in it.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, so this will be our first hardcover art book, but it won't be our last because I already told Mike McMahon, USAssassin Volume 4, the second book in the campaign will be the Art of Mike McMahon hardcover, collecting all his USAssassin artwork.
Nice.
Yeah, because Mike's just always drawing USAssassin pinups.
Yeah, it's a fun character.
Yeah. So definitely, if you haven't signed up for Loose Threads, please do so. I want to make it my biggest non-graveyard shift project. And I think that's
happening. Yeah, a great team. You know, cool story.
I gotta get a good launch. I asked Michael Bancroft if I could launch, and he never responded back. So I'm thinking maybe I'll ask Ethan if I can launch on his channel.
Ask Rob.
Ask Rob.
The replicator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the goat. He's the middleman for Bancroft now.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
All right, we'll see. All right, so sign up for Loose Threads. One more mailing list we're going to share.
One more? One?
Yeah.
Type one more.
Type one.
Yep.
Ooh.
You know what we're doing here.
Yeah, it's not my first rodeo.
Type 1, an action-adventure tale with real-life implications that faces off against terrors from the past. Sign up for an opportunity to get a Mike McMahon Prism card. There's that name again. Mike McMahon. Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. Find out what connection the mysterious Type 1 armor has to the 9 Lords of the Night and how the past can save our future. Thomas DeHart and become our hero Strees. But is it too late for all of mankind? Written and drawn by me. Edits by Mark Poulton. Colors by Legendary Colors. Dan Kemp of Spawn, who's colored over Greg Capullo, Angel Medina, John Romita Jr. Everybody's my colors. Letters by Eric Weathers, who I think I misspelled his name in the new video I did. And I got a ragtag full of team, and I got some cool art that will be showing off shortly from Cowboy Phil that we're working on details and that will be colored by Dan as well. To get there, and it's based on New Jersey. It's an uncle-nephew story, and my character is basically me as a superhero that lives with diabetes. Thomas is named after a good friend of ours, Aaron, his Uncle Tom, who got Aaron into the geek lore, who tragically passed away from Type 1, and the nephew is named after Aaron because Aaron said my nephew Johnny. Johnny's kind of pissed about that, but I'll make it up to him.
So there you go, Sean. When do you think you'll be launching the book?
Well, we're you know what? I got a great group chat, the Reaper Destroyer group chat between me, Joe, a bunch of our posse. And once Joe finishes his campaign, we're going to kind of go through what I should do and how to round out my campaign because just to make it the best bang for the buck for everybody. I'm probably going to essentially copy Joe, but not do as well, but that's okay. I'm kidding. I'm going to be very spiteful. But no, we're going to work on it. Joe's going to be working on his variant cover at the end of July. And maybe, and I would like to have a good month of promoting it. This is when it's going to come. So maybe August, maybe September. I'm in no rush. I just want to get the book as good as I can. Dan is coloring pages. he's coloring a page right now that he's making a tutorial video for. So if you
Wow.
want to learn how to color like one of the legends here over myself, which is awesome, he's going to be releasing that in the next few weeks to a month or so, and then just kind of go inside with the campaign. So you're going to learn how to color by a legend, and his courses are very affordable. So I will be promoting the shit out of that. I sent out the original art to the Marat Michaels variant cover to JDRF Illinois. There's an auction in December. So all the money they make from that, we're going to give it to some kids that could hopefully get some insulin or provide some medical needs because it is expensive to live.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not just a diabetic book or me as a superhero. There's Mayan and Aztec and Inca lore to it, like from the past. So we're going to find out more about this and represent New Jersey in its finest. And it's just, I'm not trying to reinvent Shakespeare. I'm just trying to tell a fun action adventure story and crush everybody and all my enemies while I do it.
Spite, I like it.
Yeah.
The Deathmatch King approves.
Yeah.
Man,
I got numbers I want to beat. I know who I want to beat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna sell yourself a little short, Sean. I think when you say not do as well, I think you got
I'm gonna crush
you
John.
got a lot of people. No, but I'm gonna go boost your ego here. You got a lot of people who want to see this succeed. You got a lot of great art on the book. You got a lot of people coming in that want to help you and see you succeed. Mm-hmm. And I think having the real life implications is so special. That I think this is going to be. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with yourself, and I think you're doing your family proud, my man.
I appreciate that.
And we're talking about great art. Do you want me to share some of this?
Yeah, I got a piece from one of my brothers in art here, Mr. Phil McNulty, that's going to be colored by Dan Kemp, and we're working on what it's going to be. You know, there's going to be you're going to have to sign up for the mailing list to find out how you'll be able to get this particular piece of art. And just share the link, because who doesn't want this badass piece of art? Let me see if I can zoom in. I cleaned up my computer, but it's running a little slow. So let's see, let's get on there. And everybody that's seen just the black and white in the preview book has gone gaga for. Like, people are like, what's his page rates? I'm like, that's his business. You slide in his DMs. But look at this gesture. Look at all the noodling he did. I love this. I love his little Jim Lee scratch marks. I love the power marks. He did the details perfectly, the sheen and shine, which I'm trying to steal myself to figure out, because Phil's a genius when it comes to this stuff.
Hey, Sean, Nicholas Gear has a question. Is the auction going to be online for the Marat Michaels piece?
I don't know how they're running that. It's all I know is it's through the Illinois chapter. They'll probably have a link. I don't know if it's an in-person thing, but once I figure out the details to all that, I'll be spreading that like the clap. So yeah, so it's in December as far as I know as of now. So they once they saw it, it was going to be for one in a couple of weeks ago, but they're like, no, this is a better product. So there's a bigger show in August for them to do to get more eyes. I'm like, you do what you got to do. Let's just make money. Like, and I'm not getting any of this money. Like, this is the most heartful thing I've ever done. Take my buddy's art and sell it. But you know,
what a guy.
Yeah, he's my conscience. But I just love this piece.
Incredible.
Look at all that. Look at all that.
Yeah.
The little Todd McFarlane-y, the little Brett Boothie, the detail. Phil.
Someone said to me, they're like, Phil, how did you learn this style? Like, and I think a couple people slid up into my DMs when the PCO cover was put out, and they were all like, I love this style. I can't. It's so hard to do this style. And so someone slid up into my DMs and they said, Phil, can you tell me how you've captured the 90s style? And it's simply, I taught myself how to draw through Image comic books.
Yeah.
It was Jim Lee Wildcats. It was Todd McFarlane Spawn.
Wait, can I write that off?
Yeah, it's a charity, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit. Cool. Thanks, Splat. I had
Yeah.
no idea.
But yeah, it's through Mark Silvestri's
Mm-hmm.
Darkness. It's Jim Valentino, Shadowhawk. It's how I learned how to do emulsion effects and make
Mm-hmm.
everything look shiny is through Darkhawk. It's basically through Brett Booth's work. Just it was just me as a kid learning how to draw through these artists, and so my suggestion to them was just pick up the OG image books and
Yeah.
just study. Don't even read it, but read it without the words first. See if you can tell what's going on in the story first and
Mm-hmm.
see all the little detail that was put in there to make that special, to give that to make that extra little lines around the face to create that scream, that add those little curved triangles on the bottom of the teeth to imply those gums, but not take over, but not make it look gummy. It's the
Mm.
little subtleties of a Rob Liefeld open mouth. It's that
Right.
little Jim Lee, spittle that connects the top and bottom canines. Like it's looking at those little details and then saying that's what makes a piece a piece.
Yeah. Correct. Correct. And I just gotta say
Mhm.
even more. I love how you did for the wing here. Like these are his blasters, his wings.
Mhm.
So when you normally see him on any of the promos, you kind of see it this way. Come on, you fucking cunt.
Well, there, the podcast is a PG show.
Is it? Well, we're in best friends now, so no big deal. So like these go away, so they won't always be there. But
Mhm.
like again, like they turn into blasters, they turn into it's just toys. That's what we're making, and we got Newark, New Jersey back, some Mayan Aztec stuff there. But yeah, like you just added to what I'm able to do in my arsenal. So it's just not you know vacuum guns behind him, mailbox guns.
Mhm.
So and it's awesome. I love it. I can't wait
Yeah.
to get this colored by Dan. I'll probably send this out in like a month or so to do. And then, we'll be reusing it a bunch. And again, sign up for the mailing list. And then you'll find out how you'll be able to get what this is for.
Sweet.
Link in the chat.
Link in
So
image.
we're done shilling books for now. Amanda B's here. The
Hell,
friends are
man.
together. Are my eyes deceiving me? All
You
three
got
friends.
you got me for about 7 more minutes. So
We're good. It's been a great show.
So what would you like to talk about for the next 7 minutes, Phil?
let's give it to Sean. Sean always gets a nice topic up here. What do you want to talk about, Sean?
Oh, I would like to talk about a little bit of over rendering with storytelling. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
uh, you and I are both very detail oriented artists,
Mm-hmm.
and when is too much flavor? When you just want to have the story progress, when are you
That's
going too dumb?
uh, you know, Todd McFarlane told me something very early on when I was really getting my feet wet in the business. He gave me the 80-20 rule.
Right.
Do in 20% of one area, you do 80% of detail. And you don't have to do detail or noodling for the other 80% of the panel.
Mm.
And that's just for the inside. That's his 80-20 rule, right? And he says, or you do only 80% of a background when it's a double page spread and you leave the other 20% blank, right? That's what makes the characters pop. Sometimes I think we get all caught up in what I call those medium shots where it's just talking heads. You don't need all the other information in those backgrounds because
Hmm.
you got to remember word balloons are going to cover up
Right.
all those extra areas unless the script calls for a descriptive depiction of a background.
Hmm.
That's when I'll put 110% in there. But in the foreground, they're going to look at what's in the foreground first rather than the background.
Right.
So I always save my information for the foreground, especially when they're transition panels. So
Solid.
Yeah, so I always say medium shots with talkie heads. I don't do any backgrounds for because it's not
Okay.
important to the story.
Right. What about
So,
you,
Phil,
Mark?
I don't have an opinion on this.
Wow.
I was going to say, Phil, how do you get these nuggets of wisdom from Todd McFarlane? Do you just like reach out and DM him,
I do. I do. I listen.
and he
I went.
responds back? Todd
So,
McFarlane.
sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes you listen. You draw enough spawn and tag them in enough social media posts. Eventually, they reach out to you. Thank you, Rob. Uh, but
Ah,
uh, but like I would go to his signings and I would just and sometimes the number one thing young artists are afraid to do is go to superstar artists and ask for advice. Like I was only supposed to speak with Todd McFarlane for about 5 minutes. I was there for about 25 minutes. He stayed an extra 20 minutes longer to talk to me
yeah.
because I asked him legit art questions.
Amanda B says, Phil sounds like he knows what he's talking about. He needs a book at TMC. He has a book. He's working on it.
Hold on, did you see the follow-up comment?
The perfect book. Okay, Amanda's playing along. I like that.
Can we share that image that you guys shared a few days ago?
Let me
I
see if I
don't
can
know
find
if anybody's not seen it. And if you haven't, this is awesome.
Yeah, it's worth sharing.
Extreme.
Wait till you see some
Although-
of these colors.
You
Phil,
press it
can
to
you-
the maximum.
Phil, can you
It's
share your
awesome.
screen?
Yeah,
Because you
let
have
me
the
go.
updated. Well, I have the updated version too, but
yeah. Let me go get. Let's go get it right
There's
now.
an updated version.
There's an updated version. Wanted to make sure. Still had a little bit more. Still a little bit of my style in there. Let me go get it. Get it.
while you're looking for it, Phil, I'm
Yep.
going to share U.S. Assassin versus Graveyard Shift one more time. Let's see if we got any movement on the campaign. Scroll up to the top.
I need one of those for myself.
Oh, we
Like,
were at
as myself.
$9,292. Let's see where we're at now. Oh wow, $9,512. 6 hours left, and we are $488 away from that $10,000 stretch goal. Let's look
That's
at that Jaro print that everyone's going to get. The Heroes of the Haunted Pizza Universe. And there it is.
He does some amazing work. About like a few weeks ago, he did a piece of Shrees, Reaper Destroyer, Gemshock, and Pit, and that was awesome to be included. You know,
Yeah,
like,
that's where I noticed Jaro from, and I was like, this guy's awesome. I'm hiring him. And after I hired him to do my characters, then he just did U.S. Assassin versus Reaper Destroyer fan art, and that was incredible.
yeah, homage Greg Capullo, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And homage Rob Liefeld homaging Greg Capullo.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was a Hawkman cover.
He does do that. Don't we all?
I always find it weird when someone like Rob Liefeld homages someone, because someone who came after him. It's weird because Rob's like a legend. I consider him a bigger star than Greg Capullo. Why is he homaging Greg Capullo? He should be homaging like George Perez.
It's like the biggest compliment an artist can get is when the superstar artist homages you. And that's not to say Greg Capullo isn't a superstar artist. He is. Amazing runs on Spawn and Batman, but Rob Liefeld is...
This was prior.
Right.
Yeah. I think Rob homaged me in my double page spread.
I see it, that sideways dive pose. Yeah.
I probably swiped it from him from when I was 9. It's okay.
I see it in Deadpool. I see it in Snake Eyes. I see it in the Shield book that he did for Archie.
Bloodstrike.
Yeah.
Bloodstrike, yeah.
But the updated Bloodstrike, not the OG Bloodstrike.
Amanda B says it's closing tonight, like 0 extension. I'm going to extend it, but I'm not extending it for 30 days. Cowboy Phil and I talked about this. I'm just extending it 2 weeks because you extend it 30 days and you get that dead zone. I don't want the dead zone. I just want like
the danger zone.
Yeah, the danger zone because I'm the Deathmatch King. So two more weeks. That's all you get. The book's ready to go to the printer. Let's fulfill this. Who knows? Maybe I'll fulfill this before I get the Black Owl books back.
There we go.
Summer of fulfillment. Even though people are saying that I lost my path and I'm not the fulfillment king.
Who the fuck said that? Fuck them.
Mike McMahon said that.
Oh, well.
When he stabbed me in the back.
He stabbed me in the back too. Like literally. He stabbed me in the back with keys.
Leandro said that too.
Leandro said that?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
You missed it.
I told you I wasn't there.
Yeah.
That was my clone, Hep C.
And Don Chin. Don Chin says his wife says that he's the fulfillment king.
That was just personal.
I know.
Wait till Mark takes his wife after that next match when he murders Don Chin.
Oh God, Cowboy Phil, what are you saying?
The fulfillment king.
Oh my gosh. Amanda B says, okay, that is what I thought the plan was. Not a full 30 days, just checking. Yep, 14 days. All right, let's get this show back on track.
That was the rudest thing Phil's ever said.
I know.
I think I'm rubbing off on him. I'm so proud. Like the both of you. You guys are turning into like some real deviant Jersey guys. Like this time
I mean, we just talked trash the last Lapods on everyone. We
Yeah.
trashing everyone.
They deserve it.
Some people say great heel turn or greatest heel turn.
Ooh.
All right. Let's share some artwork. Let's change the subject, please.
There you go.
Look at this.
Wow.
This is the perfect book Amanda B was talking about.
This is phenomenal. The detail. I love the almost 2099 cover.
Yeah,
elements to it.
Ghost Rider 2099 homage.
Yeah.
All that little noodling of detail, little mechanical.
You know it's going to be a foil cover.
Yeah, that's why it's got to be. And then let's see, pull that all the way over here. More of that noodling. Getting all those extra pipes.
This is great.
Yeah, and then
and I don't want to like start stuff, but Phil, Sean doubted you. He didn't think you were going to do any work.
Yeah, that's complete true.
And my favorite part about this is streamlining the PCO design, which thank you PCO for letting us have free reign with your creation one. And the chains are going to be smaller.
Wait, what's this called?
PCO, Perfect Creation one.
He's a wrestler.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Type 1's going to have some.
Oh, you own the trademark on one, do you?
Yeah, Una. Now this is great.
But yeah, and I love just extending his face paint up into past it. But yeah, super excited.
And there's those little triangles in the teeth that Phil was talking about.
Right, just the little subtlety of where gums are supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Don't overplay. You can add a little texture in the tongue, but don't overplay it. So,
Foil, why does everyone need to have a yearning for the 90s cliche?
Because that's the school of hard knocks we come from, darling.
Because that is what you do when you grow up in the greatest era of comics.
Yeah.
And now you can do whatever you want because you're your own boss. So
hell yeah.
If we want foil covers, Amanda, we're doing a foil covers. You're gonna just have to deal with it. Amanda, you just made Sean run away.
But no, yeah, I'm super excited. These chains are going to be so much fun to play with. So excited. Love it.
Yeah, this looks great.
What type of brushes did you use for this?
So this is just a studio brush pen.
In Procreate?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. What I'm going to do is ink the original pencils. And when I ink that, it's going to be in my Tombow brush pen.
Okay.
And then I'm going to sell the original cover as part of a perk for our campaign when we launch. I will do the original pencils on it, and I will ink those OG pencils with my Tombow brush pen. Still act the same as it, and it's going to be up as a tier.
Did you break those like how you did? Remember the 0.01s? Remember how you did mine?
So that's what I do when I get into these little deets up in here, these little cross-hatching Johns, especially in the nose.
Yeah.
That's where I break my .25 pens. But Tombow brush pens are so smooth. They're already a brush pen. You don't have to break those in. I'll send a couple away as a birthday present to you, my man. I'll send
Oh,
some your
dude.
way.
Phil,
Just send me your address.
would you like to tell Amanda who's coloring your cover?
So my color is going to be colored by my lovely fiance Leah
Nice.
Uniac. So she's going to be doing the cover, and then we'll make the announcement for who's doing the interiors on a future the podcast.
No, we'll announce it now. I already hammered out the details.
Sweet.
Viking Wolf colors. Dexter Weeks is going to color PCO.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Cool.
so our friend, our wrestling, who would be our original, would be the OG LPG third member, Dexter Weeks, will be doing the interiors for the color. So yes, my fiance will be doing the color work for the cover, and then which are looking baller, and then Dexter Weeks will be doing the interiors.
Awesome! I can't wait to see how the cover turns out.
Can't
You guys like a regular power couple?
Yeah, we are. We're the new Rachel, and we're the new Terry and Rachel Dodson. Watch out.
I love it.
Now,
But-
how far are you into this? Have you laid out pages yet? Are you any
So
penciling?
so I had the script for the first 4 pages. Those have already been noodled. I'm just in the middle of inking those pages. I penciled and in outlines 1, 2, 3, 4, and
Mhm.
now I'm inking 4, 3 double page spread, which is 2, 3, and then 1.
Nice.
Yep.
Can't wait. This is
And
gonna
I
be
just
awesome.
sort of jump around from script to script. So I'm writing
Mm-hmm.
PCO as I'm writing USAssassin 4 for Mike and
Yeah.
Blackout 2 for Greg. Viking Wolf 2's done. The script is done. That's been done for 9 months. I haven't seen any pages yet, guys.
You'll get them soon. Remember, hey, it's when I send you something, that work is finished. Work is finished. So
Finito.
yeah, no rewrites, redraws, or edits on those. When they are sent, they are done. They get ready to be colored and done.
I think he's pointing the finger at me. No, I've been retweaking pages for the Type 1 preview book. I got some great feedback from everybody as far as the storytelling is what it is, and on that part. But with the art stuff, I just did some fine finessing, and I got it back, and I'm like, I can do better than this. So some pages have been some retweaks. So what you saw in this, the Marat Michaels variant cover, I have 3 copies left. Slide in my DMs, and so yeah, it's gonna be bigger, better, ballsier, and colored by
Sweet.
Dan Kemp.
I like it.
All right, gentlemen, I have to run.
All right,
But
brother, it was such a great time. I really miss you, man.
I miss you too, buddy.
real
Hey, I have officially. I will make this announcement. As of yesterday, I am a officially certified teacher in the state of New Jersey.
Congratulations.
So all my work is done. I get to go ahead and work on my artwork now. Once again,
I'm happy.
so
That's awesome. It's been a long time coming. I know the hard work you put into it. This is awesome, man. Really.
Thank you. Appreciate it, my friends.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right, thanks for joining me, Cowboy Phil. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Love you guys. Talk to you
Love
later.
you, brother. Yeehaw.
Bye-bye.
We got to change his
time.
background, Sean. You're not Cowboy Phil. Let me see if I can find a.
Yeah, I don't look like Mark Yoon. Yo, Mark Yoon drew you guys to look like him, like
Yeah.
a penciled version of him
Mm-hmm.
for you, and then like Phil as Mark Yoon.
I see it. Oh, there we go. Best
There
friend
we
show.
go. There we go. We're back again. That was such a good time, man. It
Yeah.
was really good. Really good times.
Yeah, Phil McNulty joining the best friends. Man,
It's
what a
new
night.
addition. Yeah.
yeah.
Like some might say, I'm the Bobby Brown. You're the Ralph Tresvant. He's the
Johnny Gill.
yes.
If we were, so this is so best friend show. If we were Belle Biv DeVoe, who would we be?
Oh, I would be the tall, thin one, the rapper.
I'm Bivens.
Yeah. And Phil's got Ricky's
Yeah, Yeah.
soulfulness.
Ricky and your Ronnie. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What do you want
So
to talk
with
about, Phil?
Oh man, I don't know. I was just all geared up to talk about us and
Yeah.
this and that. But yeah, last night I was hanging out on Lord Crackhead's channel. We were
His
doing
big
his
1,000 subscriber giveaway, huh?
Yeah, that was a good time. A lot of great prizes. Somebody could win an original piece of Kenneth Roquefort art.
Amazing.
Beautiful, beautiful. All you gotta do, comment in the show, the comments from it, and you have up until Friday, I believe, and then they're gonna be picking a winner on Saturday. It's gonna be a huge night. It was
Man,
a lot of fun.
so Kenneth is giving away his artwork. Kenneth, like he holds on to everything. This is quite a rare item.
Kenneth is such a nice guy, such an inspirational talent. One of those guys that when you see his stuff, you're like, I gotta get better. You know, he just inspires you, just drives you, motivates you, and it's just like, wow. And he's just a humbly cool dude. You know,
I think Kenneth is the best artist in comics.
I believe that too. As far as illustration, storytelling, all around artistic package for the coloring and all that. Like, yeah, he's a heavy hitter. And we were talking last night that he's just scratching the surface of what he's going to be. Like, he's evolving. Like, if you look at his stuff at Broken One, I still gotta get it. Just from the images I see, like it's much different than the stuff he's done for Marvel and DC or even Image, but it's leaps and bounds of growing. And it's just cool that he's in our corner, you know.
Yeah. What's your favorite Kenneth Roquefort project?
Oh, you know what? Like, I first saw his stuff on Madame Mirage. That's the first time I saw it. Yeah, beautiful. I love what he did on Hunter Killer Cyberforce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick a favorite because everything is so good. Like even the Red Hood and the Outlaw stuff he was doing. Yeah.
I love that. You know, I look back at that now and I'm like, did I swipe the design of Streets from his Red Hood thing? I'm like, no, I really swiped it from Rob's Die Hard. But no, yeah, the Red Hood stuff is beautiful. His Superman stuff is great. The stuff he was doing at Marvel. I forget the name of the titles because Marvel's always changing names. You know, I remember Galactus was in it. That's all the Black Panther.
He did Sideways for DC.
Sideways was a lot of fun. Yeah. They didn't utilize him enough for that. Like, it sucks that like when that stuff was coming around, like he was only on for what, 3 issues?
You know, I think he lasted at least 6 or 7 issues. Yeah,
I missed on that.
There's 2 trades with his work in it.
Okay, you know what I'm thinking of? Damage by Tony Daniels. They took him off the third one. But yeah, Kenneth is just a real gentleman. Really, really sweet guy.
Yeah, did a Viking Wolf cover for me. Incredible.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, man, it's been such a great night, Sean.
Yeah.
Talking wrestling. Tonight? Yeah, I got to remember. This is what I panic about, extending it. I got to remember to extend it before I go to bed.
How long do you have to do it so it initiates? Like, can you do it on the spot and it works, or do you have to have at least a good 20-minute lead time?
I don't know. I never did it last minute. So I remember John Mailing tried to extend Godlike last minute and he messed it up and it didn't extend.
Really?
Yeah. So the campaign closed after 30 days. Then he had to email him. And since, you know, he's a big deal, they reopened the campaign for him.
It was like, I'm John Maryland.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big money maker for.
Well, yeah, for the amount of money that he brings in, I'm sure they would, you know, as they should. Like, they should do it for anybody. Like just they're making money off of nothing. Like, they're not doing it. They're just hosting a server. You know? Like, they should be very accommodating for the creators.
I'm gonna refresh this, see if we've had any movement in the last 15 minutes or so. Yeah, we did.
Yes.
We're at $9,587, man. A lot of movement. We're close to when we hit 10,000. That'll be like $3,000 in movement today. Incredible.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's tight.
One thing I want to point out, I didn't when I was going through the campaign. Mike McMahon is offering 11x17 sketches for $75, and these are full on commissions. Like these are cover quality. Mike picks the subject. They're all going to be USAssassin related, but still 11x17. There's 13 left.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is a steal. And I know there's a lot of big U.S. Assassin art collectors out there.
Yeah, there's one guy in Jersey. Bat.
Yeah. Bat on my face.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, that's funny name.
Yeah, speaking of, well, first off, Highway Robbery says, speaking of godlike, someone go elbow drop Dale. Dale's doing a godlike cover. He needs to get it done. He's holding up John.
I think this is the one time where John can't
complain or
yeah, like Dale Keown's Dale Keown.
Yeah. So Sean, I don't know if you ever saw these, but Bat on My Face, he came to Free Comic Book Day. I was at Level Up Entertainment in Hamilton Mall, and he gave me these custom-made minifigures of U.S. Assassin and Bazooka Dog.
That's so rad.
Yeah, this is amazing.
That's so cool.
One of the coolest gifts I've ever received. I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Look at this. How cute is this? I think he got the dog from like those quarter. I think he got both the characters from like these like quarter gumball machine type things.
Nice.
These are awesome.
Didn't he make figures? Or was that somebody else?
Yeah, he's been making custom figures of U.S. Assassin. He's done 2 U.S. Assassins. He's done 2 versions of Bazooka Dog. He did Gatling Gun Bazooka Dog recently, which is this. This is crazy. And it actually shoots. It actually has like spring action missiles that it shoots.
That's so dope.
Yeah. And he's done Kirby, the female of the team, and Sensei Steel and Lieutenant Wraith. He says he's picked up supplies to do Slither. I can't wait to see that.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah. But yeah, and his work keeps improving. It gets better and better. Like the figures are looking awesome. He just did he did the black costume version of U.S. Assassin, which is the for the Graveyard Shift crossover, and he did a cloth hood this time. So really cool stuff. It's very flattering when people, take the time to make custom figures of your creation.
Yeah, I want to know, but that sounds cool. Good for you.
You'll get there, man. Highway Robbery says, have you ever thought about hiring someone to do a U.S. Assassin mini? I have. Yeah, I would love to see other people's take on the characters. I'm a little protective as far as writing. So we hire people to do Graveyard Shift, the supplemental stories. And I'm not going to lie, Sean, I usually get a little jealous that they're writing these stories because I want to write them all.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah. I mean, that's my baby.
Yeah.
I don't want someone else like parenting my child.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, I thought he meant like a mini toy. You were talking about like a comic.
Yeah, like a mini series. That's what I would think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe a minifigure. I thought about that too. I know who is it? Eric Huffles keeps doing those little like those little like 3D printed characters. They look awesome.
Yeah, they do.
Awesome double page spread by Mike. We've mentioned the Tyler Kirkham Final Boss variant cover. Only 100 of these exist. People are sleeping on the Volume 4 Ashcan. Get the preview of Dogs of War, Bazooka Dog, Sea Dog, Viking Wolf teaming up. You got Rowdy Roddy Piper guest starring. It's going to be a big volume. And then the add-ons, you got the U.S. Assassin Slam Buddy, and you have all my in-stock back catalog. Get caught up on Graveyard Shift, Sea Dog, U.S. Assassin, the Rivals retailer exclusive cover. That's only $10.
Only $10, you say?
Yeah, what a steal. Nicholas Gear, Eric is great. He's doing my Tin Soldier Keshi.
Oh, cool.
They are injection molds. Okay.
All right. I know a thing or two about needles.
So where are we at? We're $413 away. Did we move again? I feel like we moved again.
Big money, 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 big money. That's okay.
413 away. Okay.
We're still good.
5 hours left. It's exciting, Sean. Sean, yes or no? Do we hit $10,000 tonight?
Yes.
You and I may not be streaming because we're going to probably shut this down because I got to go be a dad and put my son to bed. And
I gotta go to bed. I'm very exhausted. I was up with Steve and Lord Ravender till like 6 in the morning after the show, just hanging out, talking.
man,
I am getting old, my dude. Got a little bit too early.
you guys streaming too late, man. I'm in bed at least 11 every night.
Trying.
Yeah.
Tired. Getting old. I don't know.
Yeah.
It sucks. Lord Ravender didn't know I was 40. He thought I was in my like late 20s. I was like, nah.
How old are you, Sean?
I'll be 41 on September 17th.
Just a
Get
baby.
this right.
I'm 49. Next year I'm going to be 50.
I know. It's
Yeah.
wild. What are we doing?
Crazy.
Where are we going?
I don't know. We should do something.
We should definitely do something.
Maybe a best friend show trip.
Ooh, that could be an idea.
Yeah. Think
What do
about
you
it.
say, chat? The Hooters? No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm thinking like a vacation or something.
Yeah, yeah,
Like a
we-
getaway.
Yeah,
Just-
I could use a good vacation.
Sean, I could use a vacation. How about Cowboy Phil? Oh my God.
Yeah. And we could just live stream the whole thing. It's
Yeah.
like, where do we eat? It's like this bad pit stop or this Chick-fil-A.
We film it when we make Best Friend Show the movie.
Oh my! Who would like to see a best friend show the movie? It would just my scenes would probably me get into trouble.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
So, anything else new? I worked out today with Chris
Mhm.
Graves. Good
Nice.
workout. Killed me with started doing deadlifts. It's
Sounds
been
like it
four-
hurts.
It's been 4 months working out. The
Mm.
results are incredible. I take a picture every month, every 30 days,
hmm
and yeah, I got like shoulders and traps now, Sean.
Yeah, I see. You're looking swole. You know, what you should
Thank
do?
you.
You should take all 12 for when you do like get to like the year mark,
Yeah,
and then do the do.
Yeah,
And show you building up.
I'm thinking about it. Like you can even start seeing abs now, Sean. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
All
So
right,
it'll
all
be
right.
it'll be cool. Like seeing where I'm at 4 months from now. I can't wait to see where I'm at 8 months from now and a year from now. But I've been documenting it all, like videos and everything. Well, I'll make something for the YouTube channel. But
Now, have you cut out any food that you miss particularly, or just? Or
I don't. Honestly, I don't miss anything. I still love my pizza, but
Of course.
I don't have it like all the time. I
Mhm.
have it maybe once in a while, but I'm a steak and chicken breast guy.
I like
Uh,
this too.
Yeah, who doesn't? But yeah, Chris, when we started working out, he just he said, I came up with a program for you. He goes, you don't have to try it, but I was like, oh, I'm going all in. So
There you go.
I followed his diet and his workout that he's given me, and it's been incredible. Just seeing
Nice.
the results. Yeah, when we were talking about it, maybe like a week or two ago, when we started, I was benching like 135, and now I'm over 300, 305. Yeah.
You pick stuff up and you put them down.
Mm-hmm. That's the one thing I like. It's so easy to measure progress because it's easy to tell how much stronger you are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's been great. I feel great. I look better, so I'm
You
happy.
do. Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
look very, very suave.
Thank you.
Yeah. I like the glow around your cheeks.
Oh, tell me more, Sean.
Got beautiful eyes, great set of hair, which I'm very
Stop
jealous of. Yeah, I know. And you're getting a tattoo, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Next Saturday at noon.
Nice.
I'm getting the USAssassin graveyard shift logo. I mean, that's how much this here by Mike McMahon. I had Dexter Weeks redraw it a little bit because it's a little different. The flames at the top are a little bigger because they're gonna. So it's gonna be right here, and then the flames are gonna wrap around the front of my forearm.
Nice.
Yeah.
See
Why
if
not?
he could do the flames spelled out Sean or BFFs.
Well, I mean,
That would be a nice touch.
So everyone keeps telling me this is going to become a sleeve of all my characters and stuff.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the first one goes.
Yeah. Because like if you have that there on this side, you could do graveyard shift. If
Yeah,
you're just doing logos.
I don't know, because I thought, like Sea Dog has that anchor medallion. That would be cool.
That would be cool here.
Well, I was thinking like Viking Wolf's hammer would be cool there. I don't
You got
know.
another arm.
Yeah. Well, I just want just one. I don't need to go over the board.
Well,
We'll
no,
see.
you could put the Viking Wolf hammer here, and it could be the hammer of justice.
Mm,
That you strike down on your opponents as you're writing comic books.
there you go.
Yeah,
That's
you
an
have like
idea.
AJ McLean's cross tattoo, but it'll be a Sea Dog anchor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So so next Saturday, I'll probably like be maybe not live streaming, but I'll be posting pictures as it's happening. Should be fun.
Nice.
What's that? What do you got? You got any plans for this summer, Sean?
Just working on Type 1.
Yeah.
Some side stuff. Waiting to hear back on the gig. And living my best life, as the kids say.
Awesome.
Recently single, so we're going to enjoy the beaches at the beaches.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So we're gonna have to wrap this up. I have to go take care of Chase. Sean, it's been great. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Yeah, great night. Great times. Awesome to have Phil back.
Yeah.
Hope we can do that more. And you'll be seeing a lot more of me somewhere, somehow, some ways.
Yeah, no, I've seen you on other people's streams. It's like I don't know, my little boy growing up.
Yeah, I don't know. I always thought it was weird. Like, can I hang out with you? Even though I do my own show where people are like, can I hang out with you and pimp my shit? So the tide is turning, people.
Yeah, your show doing great. Big name guests stopping by. It's awesome.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun. We're a few subscribers away from 500.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're like 8 away. So if you could please make fake accounts, just do that, because my mom is at her limits of making fake accounts for us. So yeah, we're almost there, and then it's hopefully to the road of 1,000 eventually. And then I'll eventually work on my channel. I got a lot of shit going on, and so
I hear you, man. I want to thank everyone in the chat tonight. Thanks for joining us. We're closing out U.S. Assassin versus Graveyard Shift Ultimate Edition. Still a few hours left in the first 30 days. I will be extending it 2 weeks. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I remember. But man, I'm hoping we hit that 10,000 before I extend it. That would be awesome. Everyone gets the Jaro print then. And then I'll have to announce the next stretch goal. Actually, I'll announce it now. Joe Sontag is doing a print for me.
I've seen it. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's U.S. Assassin, Zero Face, and Reaper Destroyer. So yeah, you're definitely going to want that. Reaper Destroyer, like the hottest character in CG right now.
Nice.
Yeah. So thanks again, everyone. Let's refresh the page one last time, see where we're at, see if there's any movement since then. Nope, we're still at $9,587, so we're 413 away, 5 hours to go. I think we're going to do it, Sean.
I have faith too.
Yeah. Sean, where can people find you at?
Oh, thanks for asking. Sean Ahrendt across the board on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and stuff with Joe M. Sontag on Wednesdays for now. Wednesdays and Fridays, but we're going to be cutting back our Wednesdays. On Tuesdays on Joe's channel, Appreciating Comic Book Art, where we talk about stuff we like. And sign up for that Type 1 mailing list. We got some good stuff cooking. Amanda B's in the Reaper Destroyer chat, so she's going to be helping out when we plan that out in the next few weeks. And Type 1, end of summer, early fall. Don't know, not on the rush, just want to make a great quality product. Oh, and Dan Kemp is doing a tutorial coloring one of my pages that if you want to learn how to color like a master like him, he will have it for sale at a reasonably cheap price.
Awesome. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Coney Waves. I'm not in the Reaper Destroyer chat. I'm not jealous or anything. I only co-wrote the book and edited it.
You're our editor.
Okay. That's okay. It's okay. I only helped build the page. That's fine.
I think I sat on my nut and twisted it.
Oh my gosh, that's painful. That happened to me at the gym once. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us. Go check out USAssassin, Black Owl. Sign up for Loose Threads. Sign up for Type 1. Relentless Tin Soldier, 2 days left in the campaign. And we'll probably be back. We'll be back this Thursday or this Wednesday for the Pod Gods. OC Steve takes on Leandro.
Wow.
Winner enters the Lapod Gods dojo and becomes our trainee.
But do you even want Leandro after his trainerisms?
This is his redemption arc. He can try to redeem himself and make it up. I don't know. He's not impressing me. In fact, he's disappointing me.
Wow, that's hard. When Mark is disappointed, it's like you don't come back on that. I seen it, but it's sad.
All right. Thank you, everyone, and thanks for a great night. We'll see you later.
Happy America.